pulverize and welcome your hosts, Dril and Gary. Initiating truth point, phase 3, Ascension protocol, begin program.
From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Truthpoli, we fight our country's battles in the air, on land, and sea. First to fight for right and freedom and to keep our honor clean, we are proud to claim the title of United States Marine. This is Truth Point.
Was that the Green Lantern?
That is the Truth Point anthem.
Was that the is that the post office thing?
No.
You stole the rhyme from them.
Don't look at
I never know what you're gonna do. I never
computer.
know what you're gonna do. You always say, you come up with this, or is that just something from your?
It's from the government.
From what? From what branch?
We've appropriated it for Truth Point.
But why? What do you? Why do we want to be the Marines?
The honor of the whole thing. The honor is what
The Marines are way the fuck down there. You got it's Marines, the troops,
No,
the Army,
they're all good.
the FBI, because they they get to wear like black suits with a tie when they shoot guys.
Yeah.
The Marines have to wear
They
like
try to make it a little
green
more
armor and helmets like pussies, right?
like pussies.
Like helmets, like pussies wear helmets.
No.
But guys in the FBI, they get to, they look kind of slick. They look like they're going to a mob boss's funeral. It's pretty tight.
I could easily kick an FBI guy's ass because he's not wearing any armor.
He doesn't need to. That's why he's above the Marines.
Yeah, I guess so.
And they can also, they can do all kinds of backflips and shit. They're just stronger.
Sure.
The Marines need to have like, they're nameless. An FBI guy is named like Agent, whatever.
Agent J and K.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
a little pug dog who can talk.
I mean, that was a movie, but yeah, exactly. It's pretty similar to real life.
I'd certainly say so.
Folks, there's been so much going on in the world today that I don't know about, because I'm trying not to go online, because every time I go online I see tweets from the supposed Truth Point
Every
Twitter
time
account.
you go online, you get yelled off. You get scared.
I don't get scared. I have a bad time because I see bullshit, because Tom,
Oh, this motherfucker. Oh,
our ex-social media manager, continues to
piece of shit.
run the Twitter account of TruthPoint without our permission, and I think that's a kind of a crime, perhaps.
It's absolutely a crime.
I'm not a narc, but if there are any vigilantes out there that want to take care of this for us.
I mean, yeah, if you just want to like tie him up and shock him a little bit, you don't have to kill him. It's not a crime.
Just make it so his hands don't work.
Yeah.
He posted. I'm looking through his post right now. Diapers are just condoms for your ass.
Oh,
He posted.
that's not even true.
When you reply to me, shut the fuck up.
That's no way. Imagine if the Pep Boys treated their customers like this. Imagine if the Pep Boys said, "Hey, suck me from the back. I don't want to fix your car right now." How would you even respond to that?
He said this week's episode is on ghost hunting, and the guest is Robert Trump.
Not even true. I don't know what his sources are, where he's getting this info.
So, and this is how I found out Robert Trump died, by the way. First, it's how I found out Robert Trump existed, and then how I found out he died.
I mean, yeah.
So this kind of shit really upsets me to see, and I don't go online anymore. I'm cut off from all my sources. I'm just out there in the field. I'm focusing on, trees, nature.
I mean, it's sad that he died. He was like the president of the United States. So that's a big story right there.
No, it's a different Trump that's president.
Oh. Which one's the president?
Dr. Trump. Or, whatever. Well, I know his son, Barron Trump. Like, that's the most famous one.
Well, he's the most important.
He got famous off of his little TikTok videos or whatever.
He's the one who shall inherit the earth.
Barron Trump got famous
As
from doing
prophesized.
the Minecraft rap on TikTok. And then later on, his dad became president because they were like, let's vote for this cool kid's dad.
They gave him chemicals to make him 8 feet tall at the age of 12.
They gave him the
I think
chemicals.
it's beautiful.
They gave him the chemicals they give the bad guys in Space Jam.
It worked.
Anybody?
Can't argue with results.
We're gonna be looking at the chat to see if anybody understands what I just said. Shut the fuck up, Truthbot. Can you wait until you're addressed?
I am
You
TruthPoint.
obviously
I
cannot.
live inside of the computer.
Live inside of my ass.
You just can't
Thank
wait to
you.
jump out there with it. Anyway, try as I might to be offline and focus on the rhythms of nature, bugs, stuff like
Bugs.
that.
Yes.
Tom continues to post on the TruthPoint account, and he sent in a disconcerting
No. Don't,
video.
Don't air it. Don't show it. Don't give him a platform. Please.
We're gonna have to show it because we need to know his whereabouts.
God damn it.
Because he's fucking connected. He's connected to the disappearance of our other social media manager we hired to replace him, Riley Parvo.
I
Do you
think
remember
they're both-
Riley Parvo?
Well, I think they're in cahoots. To be
Do
honest.
you remember this
I
man?
remember that guy. He sucks.
he
He's not
briefly
even posting anymore.
Because he fucking Tom took him out.
He's still getting our paychecks too.
You should have never paid him. Social media people, they're all interns. It's an intern career. They're not supposed to get paid ever.
All right.
If your job is social media, if you post, if you stream, you shouldn't get paid. But anyway, Tom sent us a video. And if you recognize the area, if you know where he is, don't tell us. We can't do anything. Tell the police. Tell
Tell Dog the bounty hunter.
tell a headhunter. Yeah, tell Dog or anybody. Tell anybody that looks like Dog
Yeah.
where Tom is.
Anyone with a sleeveless leather vest.
So, and caution, this video is not for the faint-hearted. We're gonna play this video right now, and just look for landmarks.
I've done it. I've done it. We're viral. We've gone viral. We have officially gone viral. 1,000,000 followers. 1,000,000 tweets. The fans are loving it. They can't get enough. They're saying more, more. Okay, little piggies, open up. Here comes the slop. Oh, what I've done for this brand. What I am going to do. I will reap the awards. I will be so happy. This is my moment.
Is that it?
Yeah, so that's pretty weird.
I didn't recognize any landmarks.
He's completely delusional.
Unless a car is
He
a
said
landmark.
he has 1 million followers. He's not. The TruthPoint account is still under 10,000 followers, which is
That's
pathetic.
right. Mostly thanks to him.
He's stalled out. He hasn't made 1 million posts,
No.
certainly. So
No.
No.
looked like he was just wandering around a suburban neighborhood. People are afraid. I don't know what he's done. I don't know what he's going to do. He might start breaking into houses, using people's laptops to post annoying shit on the TruthPoint Twitter account. I don't know, but we got to put a stop to this.
We gotta execute.
There's so much bad shit happening in society. Can't we at least hurt and imprison one person? As a society, don't we have the capability to at least disable one person.
I mean, in a world where they're trying to cancel the Ellen show, can't we cancel Tom's life for once?
I would love to see Ellen take down Tom. She would snap him like a twig.
Absolutely. She would throw a binder at his head, put a dent in his fucking skull.
She's got huge muscles from doing the Dougie 5 hours a day.
That's right.
Doing the Dougie with Mario Lopez or whoever.
She could crush his windpipe between her thighs.
Not enough about that. I don't want to talk about Ellen's thighs on the program.
All right.
Everybody, we've got a beautiful, wonderful topic tonight. And it's something you probably have heard of. It's called art.
Yes.
And
Art.
it's all around us. It's inside of us.
What is art?
It's on soda cans. You buy gum, you get little Bazooka Joe. You know, it's kind of like art.
It is art. You got the little comics of him, antagonizing Jughead or what have you.
Yeah, Jughead's the bad guy, kind of the villain of the series.
Yeah, the criminal.
Yeah, I don't like how in Riverdale they introduced Jughead and they made him like a child molester or whatever.
I think they made him asexual.
They made it too dark.
I don't know.
Yeah, and he's got his little satanic crown on his head. Illuminati shit. Anyway, subject tonight is art. We're gonna have Jordan River Pickett on, a famous art wisdom knower.
That's right.
Coming up very soon. But for now, we have an algorithmically generated video, which contains art. It's an art video. Don't be afraid.
I'm not afraid.
If you haven't been exposed to art yet, this is like 6 years of art school, but except it won't cost you $300,000.
I am ready.
I wonder, given the difference in the media we consume and the different virtual lives we all lead, do we even have shared experiences anymore? Do we have a single reality to which we all refer? Algorithms that create or define our world, the digital content void of any ethical base, enters our very being, our very body.
It's close to midnight, and something evil's lurking in the dark. Under the moonlight, you see a sight that almost stops your heart. You try to scream, but terror takes the sound before you make it.
To the elevators. The glass surface of this tower also curves. And again, the curves are produced by panels fitted together, but here they overlap like the scales of a fish. This is no idle metaphor. The architect who designed this building has always found inspiration in fish. He dates this obsession from the days when he used to go with his grandmother to market to buy a live carp, which she would then take home and keep in the bathtub until it was time to cook it.
Come and see me, it won't cost you much. Come and see me, come and see me. It's almost free. Come and see me, come and see me. I'm the king of the street.
Come and see me, come and see me, come and see me, and I will see you.
Hurtful.
Yeah, I kind of like America's Funniest Home Videos a little bit.
Yeah, how much of that was art and how much was that was content, do you think?
It's close. I think the last segment there was art because it was trying to make a statement. You know, the guy pushing the ice block.
Yes,
I think it was kind of, the statement was maybe this is art.
that's right.
It is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
You don't know what beauty is.
No,
No, you don't know what beauty is, or no,
All right,
you're
this
disagreeing with me.
debate could last all night. We don't have to get into it.
yes,
All right. So, you know, art is, I'm very inspired right now. I'm feeling quite inspired. I think I'll be, drawing a Larry.
You're gonna make a drawing?
I'm gonna make a drawing.
I think if you draw a person, it's not called a drawing. It's called a.
Well, I'm gonna draw this picture that is sitting on my desk every fucking episode.
It's called a caricature. You know what they do, like on the pier.
Yeah.
You ever go down the pier?
No, it's filthy.
Okay.
Repulsive.
Ladies
Ooh,
and
that sticks. Oh. This fucking marker. It's one of these things.
oh, it smells.
What, do they make these out of poison? Jesus Christ.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a guest tonight.
We got a guest tonight.
What's going on? Our guest is Jordan River Pickett.
the remote viewing cyber interrogation cube.
Hello, Jordan.
Jordan?
Yes, that's me.
Hi, what is this? What are we looking at here?
You're looking at me, aren't you? Jordan River Pickett?
No, we're looking at your presentations up on the screen.
Oh no. Oh, well.
You
that's not-
gotta to click out of it.
I'm so sorry,
Rid of
guys.
it.
Yes,
I didn't intend for that to happen.
Yeah, I can
No.
see. I can see you didn't go to computer science school.
Is,
Yeah,
you
well,
fucking up the
they don't teach us a lot of stuff in art school. Okay, I don't know.
I can see what you've got in your dock down there. We got Chrome.
Yeah, please. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm
Perfect.
sorry.
Hey, welcome to the program.
Very good.
Great.
Hello.
A stormy welcome.
greetings, new friend.
What? What the fuck did you just say?
I said friend.
Do that again. Truthbot. What'd you say?
Don't say it.
No,
All right. Jordan, thanks so much for being on the program with us tonight. We're very
Thanks.
excited to. Holy fuck, that's so loud.
What's wrong?
I can't hear myself think. Are you just going to be doing that the whole time? This is really
I'm gonna be doing it
disrespectful.
until
This
I
is
have
really
an image
disrespectful
to
to our guest.
Sorry, our guest.
Because I didn't come with any fucking thing to say to this person.
Well, neither did I. That's why I'm drawing this fucking picture of Larry
Okay,
King.
well, if you know how to draw,
Alright.
why don't you say something about art so that Jordan can respond to it?
Yeah,
This
please.
is art. This is pain right here. This is a man's pain.
Show it on the
Captured
camera.
on the canvas.
Show it. Do it right.
What right?
Put it on. Oh. Do you need help?
Try yours. Do it on yours.
No, 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 no.
Get the fuck out of here, Truthbot.
Truthbot, get your fucking face off.
Truthbot, when Truthbot talks, it looks like he has a body.
That's the only thing he desires.
Yeah, sad.
But he'll never have it.
So who's
No.
this supposed to be? Hank Hill?
That's Larry. It's a fucking...
What? Here, take it.
I said it was fucking Larry.
As an art connoisseur, I do see the resemblance between the drawing and Larry.
Yeah,
Quite
but isn't
strong.
everything just kind of like based on how you interpret it? Couldn't you just say like, you know, you see Larry in every...
Yeah, I'd say art is more of a science than an art. You know, like you can really it's not as subjective as you might think.
Science is subjective.
I don't know.
It's subjective. Objects are subjective.
What are you drawing? Is that a swastika?
That's his pants, you idiot.
Oh, I only saw the square part of
Imbecile.
it. I'm glad you're not doing that shit.
Yo.
Folks, Jordan, you've come to us tonight with some kind of TED Talk, some kind of presentation you're going to do for us.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a crash course, you know, an introduction into the art world of today, because I know a lot of people don't really know what's going on with it, or maybe they think it's intimidating or something. You know?
Now, is this a presentation you've made specifically for us, or is this something you've let's say traveled around the world giving to CEOs and such?
Oh no, I've given this probably 50 or 60 times. Yeah. To different conferences and such.
How much they pay you? 5K? 5K a pop?
Yeah. Nah, more like 10.
10K a pop?
Ooh, 10K.
I'm
Not bad. Travel expenses?
of course, you know, I'm not playing around, you know.
Okay. Jordan, why don't you take it away?
All right.
Truthbot, why don't you do the fucking graphic? Do the graphic.
Truthbot, what is wrong
Do the
with you?
graphic. Do the graphic. Do the graphic, Truthbot.
Affirmative.
Do it.
Special
Great.
guest presentation.
All right.
Perfect.
Here is my introduction to the art world. I have a beautiful photo of some wall art that I have this is the art I have in my apartment. Just so you guys know that I have good taste.
Looks
I
great.
feel,
Who is that, Steve Jobs?
yeah, that's, I'll get to that in a second, but
Steve Jobs
I feel
started
like,
with a single dollar.
That's right.
Sorry, go ahead, please.
I
You're the
feel,
guest.
I am the guest. I feel like before I introduce you to the art world, I should probably clear up some of the misconceptions that people have about the art world, which is firstly that it's controlled by pedophiles. This is simply not true. I don't know where this idea comes from, but there is no institutions taking money from rich pedophiles, and they're not on the boards of any institutions. They're not having any charity dinners. That is simply not happening. Secondly,
How do you think those rumors get started?
I don't know. They're so outlandish that I don't even know where they come from. You know, like there's absolutely no basis to them. It's just completely. Some people just don't have any touch with reality. You know.
What can you do?
Yeah, it's sad. But the second misconception or second and third, they tie together really well, is that the art world is secretive or hard to get into. This is also simply not true. Anyone, either of you guys could buy a gallery or become a curator or start selling big pieces tomorrow if you want,
And I'm not even a pedophile.
Exactly. Because you could walk into any museum and you could have a show there tomorrow.
Yeah.
My final
I
misconception.
mean, you know, the thing they always say about little kids is, "Oh, my kid could do that." Like, you know, when it comes to art, and you know, children can't be pedophiles.
Exactly. And
That's true.
some kids do make very valuable art, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, earlier we were talking about Barron Trump. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah, he's made some of the
kinda-
most valuable art of
He
anybody.
comes up with all kinds of little Fortnite dances, and
He's a
He models
genius.
little 3D graphics of Goofy from Disney.
He's a
Beautiful.
child prodigy. Anyway, my next misconception.
he's a fire starter.
He's a twisted
say.
fire starter.
Oh boy.
Is that art school is not a bad investment. You will not live and die in poverty as an artist. This is another one that I just don't know where it comes from, because I go to art school, and business and finance guys like who also go to the same school as me are always coming up to me in the hall and saying that they wish they'd made a different decision and that they had the foresight to go to art school, because they can see that me and my peers are making a lot of money, and they're graduating with their finance degrees and working at Burger King. It's that's just the reality. And my final misconception here is that people think that the art world takes itself too seriously, and that's not true. Everyone here is having a lot of fun, and they're all just doing it for laughs.
Art, you know, art is kind of like just hanging out with your bros.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I mean, to me, it seems like art is just a series of bits.
Yeah, pretty much just a series of everyone's just having a good time, and they're having fun and making money.
It's like a damn episode of SNL over there.
Yeah. Next, I wanna teach you guys how to navigate the art world of today. Now that we've cleared up all the misconceptions. Firstly, I feel like I can't overstate how important it is to remember that art is a business, and business is booming. You know, art is all about making money. People often think it's about creativity and stupid stuff like that, but it's very primarily about business. And this is a very prosperous time for the art world. It's constant high prices, high profits, and high returns. It's all about hustling, you know, like we've all been hustling. And the art world continues to define and drive culture and the economy. You know, we all know that the economy of today is completely centered around artists.
It's the backbone of economy.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I don't think it's any coincidence that paper money has art on it, right?
Yeah.
It has little pictures of presidents and guys sitting in
Yeah, it's
little
right in front of our
chair.
eyes.
the White House. What is that?
Art and money come from trees, which come from the earth, which is a gift from God.
It couldn't be more obvious.
Absolutely.
And the best part about art is that it's a true infinite growth economy, because the population is infinitely growing. People are dying every day, and new people are being born every day, and they need to see new art. They don't want to see the old stuff. So we have to keep making new stuff for these new fresh eyes to see.
That's right. That's why we gotta have a new Spider-Man every 5 years.
Yeah, if we stuck with the old Spider-Man, you know, like it would stop the whole economy.
Yeah, you can't put a corpse in a Spider-Man suit and expect audiences to give a shit.
Exactly. And I can't overstate how prosperous the art world is right now. Like 96, I don't know if you guys know this statistic, but 96% of art made today is sold for top dollar. That's probably the highest it's ever been. You can make pretty much anything and sell it for however much money you want. It's everyone is in this crazy rags to riches scenario. Everyone wants a slice of the pie.
You're damn right.
And some of these artists, you know, they've been dead for hundreds of years and they still make so much fucking money, which
They're
is
loaded.
crazy. You never hear like a janitor making $10 million after he's been dead for 200 years.
Their
Yeah.
estates are loaded. They,
And the fact is, being an artist is 1,000 times easier than being a janitor.
absolutely.
In fact, they're
Yeah.
kind of opposites of each other.
Also,
Yeah, I mean, the artist is making the mess, the janitor cleans it up. Yeah, the artist makes $10 million.
damn true.
But you guys are probably wondering now, like, what kind of art should you be making? How do you get in on this, like, free-for-all of making money? I'm just going to walk you guys through, you know, some of the art that just, like, is extremely popular. It's always selling well. Firstly, dead celebrity pop art. People cannot get enough of the stuff. As you can see, I've put some good pop art here of the famously dead Kurt Cobain. You know, like you got the colors, you got some paint splatter, you've got his image.
Damn. This
Yeah,
is some
it's-
impressive shit. I think if he saw this, he wouldn't have, you know, done what he did.
Exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
Is this the Columbine guy?
Yeah,
The
something.
fucking Columbine guy. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Your
I mean,
opinion.
people
your
are
opinion?
lining up down the block to get stuff like this in their house. You know, like they can't
It's
get
very
enough.
classy. I can imagine this above a urinal or what have
Of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
People also love it whenever you put familiar logos, like with an unexpected twist that might make us think. Like, I feel like all of us here tonight are familiar with these logos of these social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and such. But
right,
we might...
and those are kind of like insulin, and if you don't inject them into your body, you die.
Yeah. You get the shakes.
Exactly. It's telling us to go on social media more. You got to see on the pill bottle with the Facebook, it's take one tablet 40 times a day. You should be going on as much as you can.
It's kind
It's
of
medicine.
commentary, like in the sense, it's kind of like the comment it's saying is, this is good.
That's right.
Exactly.
Feed your mind.
Feed your body, feed your mind. And people see stuff like this that kind of gets their brain going and makes them think they want to buy it.
And the person that made this probably went to art school for 8-10 years to be able to get to the level where they can come up with this kind of crazy concepts.
Yeah, well, you have to be a doctor of art to make art about medicine like this, you know, so...
Yes.
That's true.
Next, famous branding imagery with a nice art historical reference. It gets the people going like nothing else. You know, we all know the Monopoly Man. We all know Andy Warhol's famous soup can.
It's about time somebody took that son of a bitch down a peg, let me tell you.
Yeah, he's gonna drown in the soup. But
Is that really taking him down though? It just seems like cross promotion.
well, people want stuff like this in their house. Is all I can say. They
This
can't.
game sucks, by the way. It's just luck based.
No.
It's not even a good game.
That's not up to me to dispute. Finally, anything topical that involves Disney is a huge seller. Everyone, because people see an image like this, they see a character that they already know and love, like Winnie the Pooh, on a Zoom call, and they're thinking, "Oh, I've been on a Zoom call before. I love this art."
Yes. Yes.
The idea here being kind of
Yes.
like Winnie the Pooh's just like you. Sometimes he takes off his pants and jerks off in the middle of a Zoom call.
Yeah,
Sometimes
people
you get
like
stuck in the
relatable stuff
woods.
like that.
And nobody will ever know, you know?
Yeah.
Just imagine, you know, you just cranking one right into...
Now why the fuck would Winnie the Pooh
Donald
be
Duck's-
talking to Donald Duck? What does he have to say to that son of a bitch?
I feel like that's up to the viewer's imagination, you know.
Okay. I don't buy it.
Now that I've shown you guys some of the art that's popular today, I just want to give you guys like some marketing tips, because it's really important to know how to sell yourself, and
Wow,
social.
We need someone to. If someone like you would have taken over our Twitter account, I think it would have been a lot better.
Oh yeah, total entrepreneurial type. And like people don't realize yet, no one has figured out yet that you can use social media advertising. It's like a gold mine. You can sell yourself on social media. And I think I've cracked a nice formula when it comes to art. If you just hop on Instagram, you look in the hashtag for art, and you find a page with a name like Art Worlds Daily or Arts Quality that has like 100,000, 500,000 followers. These pages are hot. They're hot. They're getting a lot of
They're the
interaction.
modern day Da Vinci.
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of the sweet spot when you have between 100 and 500,000 followers. That's how you know it's a quality product.
I mean, you don't want too many followers because then you know it's sellout. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is just underground enough that you know, like the right people are going to be looking at it. It's the good way to get yourself out there. And yeah, you want to show them you're serious with like a small investment of like $100 to $1,000. You send that to them over PayPal, and they'll post your work to their passionate audience, who are mostly.
That's a small entry fee to get into the art, to dip your foot into the art world.
Just
and
dip
really,
your toes in.
That's 1% of what you would pay at a quality art school for just a semester of learning, you know.
And you're getting the same value, if not better.
Right.
Absolutely.
Because it's like arts.quality is your professor.
Well, if I was like a curator or a museum guy, and I was looking for new artists, I would go arts.quality. Like, what am I thinking? I'm typing in arts.quality, and you know those guys are also, they're constantly scouring hashtags such as art and artwork.
Yeah, these are really good. These are really nice hashtags.
Yeah, exactly. This is how you get. This is how, if you're trying to be serious, how you get your art out there.
I know where to go if I want art help, don't you?
Exactly.
The hashtag.
The hashtag.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a no-brainer.
Fucking no-brainer.
Yeah.
Finally, my next this is a very important marketing tip, but if you're posting a photo of your art like this person has with their beautiful painting, you're gonna also want.
That's really nice.
Yeah, that's like one of the nicest paintings I've ever seen. It's really speaking.
Classy. That's some classy shit.
Beautiful.
It wouldn't look as good if he hadn't also put it like as photoshopped into a room, so you can see what it would look like on the wall in your house if you were to buy it. That's like really huge for selling it, you know, like.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it kind of looks like almost like a Sims type of room.
Well, I mean, my house looks pretty much exactly like that. I'm sure yours does too. So, like, it's just really helpful.
Well,
you know?
no, right now we're staying in a cabin out in the woods.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks pretty much like shit. It doesn't look good at all.
Well, you guys should get some art in there. Do you have any art in
That's
there?
what I'm saying. I got my art. I'm drawing some art.
Are you gonna hang up the Larry King drawing?
I will. I think it's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, making your own art is it's a good route to go as well if you're not looking to shell out the big bucks yet.
So what you're saying is anyone can make art, and it all has the same value, if I may extrapolate.
Maybe. I just deal with selling the big pieces. I just look in the arts quality.
What's your take? What's your commission?
What's my take?
Like percentage
What are you raking
in?
Yeah.
Money wise, I'm usually doing about $1 million a piece. You know.
Oh, me too.
It's easy. You can do it overnight.
So
you know?
easy.
Shit.
Yeah, you can take these tips and you can become like this guy. This guy hustles. He's making his Monopoly Man art, and he's making, Yeah, he looks
Ugh.
he looks awesome.
Oh yes.
That's $1 million hat right there.
He
Yeah.
wore that before the pandemic. Huh?
Yeah.
He kind of
he
started the
that's,
whole trend.
Yeah.
that's how ahead of the curve these artists are, you know.
Oh yeah.
Damn, but he's still got a little bit of paint on his pants, so it's like, you know, he maintains his connection to the streets. The streets, you know, because
Yeah, he's
people
got a
are always
little
getting
grit
paint on
still.
their pants on the street.
I think that's semen.
Street artists, yeah. Well, that's those are all my tips of how to make some money, you know, make some good art, climb up
I
the
feel
ladder.
like I'm ready to make some money.
I'm ready to get that cash. I'm ready to get the bag.
Truthbot, play the fucking transitory thing, please.
Yes. Presentation
Thank you.
complete.
So I've go ahead while you were talking. I made my own piece of art.
Oh, nice.
That's lousy.
This is Psycho Baron,
Who's that?
and it's Baron Trump, and you can see he's got a gun, and he's holding a grenade, and he's pulled the pin out with his teeth.
Looks like he's smoking weed.
No, I would not draw that. So I mean, what do you think? I mean, like 300,000 or
Yeah, it's some nice fan art. I mean, you could probably, I'm sure if you were to send that maybe to like the White House or something as a gift.
you think
they
if I
might-
just maybe show up to the White House and I'm kind of waving this around,
Yeah, it's a good way to get your foot in the door, like to get noticed.
Yeah.
By
or
the art
maybe
community.
if I go up to the White House and I have a trench coat on, and then I have it deep in my trench coat, and I'm just reaching into my trench coat. That way, when I'm running up to the White House, when I've jumped over the fence and I'm running up to the White House, they're thinking, "What's in his trench coat? It's probably something really cool."
Ugh.
Piques their interest, and then sell it for 300,000 US dollars.
Yeah.
USD.
How many USD will this bring you?
Wow,
Who's
that's
that?
like
Who the fuck is that? Who's that?
What do you think? Who do you think it is? You see that D?
What is going on?
That's Larry King.
Why does it say?
Stabbing a-
Why does it say God on his head?
Because he's God in this particular image, in this reality that
I
I've
don't.
created.
I don't support your. I don't support whatever.
There he is.
That's your interpretation.
That's my interpretation. And you get stabbed. in the
people
head by
people
God.
like dark
That's-
twisted
that's
art
not
like
me.
that.
That's not me.
This drawing fucking smells. Oh, it's making me lightheaded.
Scented is the next big thing.
I'm
Okay.
gonna keep
Yes.
working on it. Maybe.
In addition to our own bullshit, you know, our own improvised pieces of art, which will be available on the TruthPoint official web store, which we have not launched yet.
No.
We would also like to rate some indie artists from around the world that we have found on DeviantArt.com,
Yeah.
and get your expert opinion on these young up-and-comers, these young comers.
All right, let's see it. Let's see if these guys have the chops.
So here's our first image.
Wow.
What do you think? Your take, your interpretation.
There's a lot of heavy pop culture references going on in this. There's a lot to pull out of it.
It's looking heavy, all right.
Yeah, I'm liking the dark color palette, the composition, the way this artist has played with scale. I think is it's really wonderful.
Right. So do you think that's a small man, or just really big titties?
I don't think that's up to us to find to know. You
I
know,
think the man represents mankind, faced
Yeah.
with the weight of God's reality.
Yeah, that's a beautiful message. It's something I hold close.
Yeah.
And she's kind of got two pills there, and the pills maybe represent like different kinds of pills you could eat. Claritin, Advil, stuff like that.
That guy's gonna have a hell of a time eating those pills.
Yeah,
Look at the
I
size of
think
his
he's gonna take both. I think it's trying to say is that he's gonna eat both of those pills at the same time, or maybe one after the other. It's saying to choose both, to eat both pills, choose both pills.
And he's got a gun there, and as people say, you know, they say like, I'm gonna put this lead pill in your head, you know, kind of a reference to that saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gun
they're just
pilled.
doubling down on the pills here.
If anybody in the chat is gun pilled, please press 555,
Please press 555.
and we'll get to you after the show. Put you on our mailing list, and you'll be alerted to when the TruthPoint official store opens, the TruthPoint official digital art gallery. Can we get the next? Keep it rolling here.
Wow, this is beautiful. The way they have this symmetrical composition going on.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that mean?
Well, we have two of the same horse. They're facing each other. Some sort of like twin situation, yin and yang thing. Speaking of some sort of dichotomy, you know, the mind freak dichotomy.
Right. It's basically a reference to like the number 2.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Well, they say that symmetry, people with symmetrical faces are considered beautiful. And I think that applies to this image as well.
I mean, your face is perfectly symmetrical, but you look really fucking weird.
Oh,
So
one
it's
man's
clearly-
face is another man's treasure.
No, your face
Beauty's
is
in the eye of the beholder.
not no man's treasure.
That's right.
One man's face.
Use this as an excuse to attack me.
Jordan, what do you think about this? This is pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of feminine energy going on in this piece. It's quite so I feel like maybe there's something going on, like there's some sort of a war, like celebration of femininity going on here. Celebration of womanhood.
My daughter would love this.
They're like winning the Emmy for womanhood or something.
Yeah, it's like some sort of feminist thing. People love that as well in art, you know.
Yeah. The Oscar is pregnant as well.
Well, that just shows that we need more, diversity in Oscar statues in there. Some of them should be pregnant, you know.
Some of them, yeah, not all of them though. That'd be
Yeah.
I mean,
ridiculous.
that's presumably how they make new Oscar statues.
Well, yeah.
I want to make a small correction here. Earlier, in reference to Jordan saying that Baron was a child prodigy, I said he's a fire starter, and our team of research specialists has alerted to me that's not a Prodigy song; it's a Power Man 5000 song, and so I just like to say he's not a fire starter, but he will smack that bitch up. Smack. That's a Prodigy reference. Next image, please. No comments. No comments.
Son is gonna
No
start
comments.
fires. You're not allowed to say that
It's
shit.
just a correction. No comments.
This is very modern, I'd say.
Who's that guy on the right there? Who's that look like to you, Jordan?
It reminds me of some sort of humanoid figures, you know. It's very abstracted. Maybe this could be the boy's father, the boy with the yellow hair's father, or something like that. It's speaking to some sort of childhood. It's psychiatry thing.
Psychotic?
Yeah, childhood psychotic episode.
Maybe it could be a reference to the painting I made earlier, Psycho Baron.
Yeah, well, the stuff moves so fast these days. It's completely possible.
Everything's
that
a reference to a
reactions.
reference.
Yeah.
We got these viewers drawing.
People are
art.
going crazy referencing Psycho Baron on the internet.
Oh yeah.
Well, now I'm seeing information that seems to indicate that Firestarter is a Prodigy song. Never mind. Next image, please.
Wow, this is provocative.
What is
For
this?
sure.
Powerful.
Could you tell us what this is?
This appears to be some sort of a exploration of sexuality. You know, some sort of exploration of the body in a space.
Whose face is that? That's blurred out down there. That's somebody's face.
Who blurred it out? What are they afraid of?
Yeah, it's hard to say what the artist could have meant with that.
I guess it's kind of like in the eye of the beholder, maybe one of those things. Kind of.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
beauty is subjective. It's certainly a beautiful image.
I mean, it's not just a Smurf with his Grinch out, you know.
Well,
It means
It
something.
reminds me of a giant purple guy masturbating.
Well, that was already in your mind. That's why you thought of that.
yeah, I don't think any of the rest of us are being reminded of that right now. I feel like that's just you.
Oh, really?
No.
So we've got some. We've got this.
Is it good? I can't tell if this is good or not.
Is this maybe one of the feminist things you were talking about, or?
Yeah, I can see some feminist energy going on here. I can see how this is like speaking to the woman's role in society. He's the Goofy is giving birth here to another version of himself, which could speak to how we all give birth to new versions of ourselves constantly.
Oh yeah.
And kind of like the combative nature of womanhood, the younger women with their mother type figures, you know, they're always kind of like locked in conflict due to like the structure of society.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm just reading this out of the chat. And press 55 once again 555 if you are gun pilled, and we will add you to that email list.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gun pilled
Them
myself.
thighs in there.
Jordan, we have a lot of questions that we have not gotten to yet. Truthbot, do we have
All right.
time for any questions?
Yes.
Yes.
How many?
How many
can we do?
exactly, Truthbot?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Perfect.
Chamber.
We're gonna these are questions sent in by our loyal viewers. First question: what's the don't fucking show these questions. Don't
We're
send
talking
in these
art.
questions. Don't
We're
show.
talking about art, bitch. We're
Why?
not talking
Why the
about
fuck art? Why
we're
the
talking
fuck?
about real art, not the
I'm
little
very
shit
sorry.
that people draw in kindergarten.
Every week, some asshole sends in this question. Don't ask. Don't send in the question.
Don't show it. Filter it out. Filter out all the questions that contain, you know, nude images and slurs and shit like
This
that.
quality control, Truthbot. Okay, this is a real one. Are video games art? Jordan, please educate the audience.
I'm gonna say no. Video games aren't art. Video games are just video games are like a movie or a book. They're
I think video games can have art in them. I downloaded Virtual Girl Mahjong from the Nintendo Wii eShop, and you know, when you eliminate the tiles, you see a naked girl under there, and that's art. It's very professionally done. It looks very tasteful.
that's true. That's most depictions of naked women are art. Yeah.
I mean, art was kind of invented to facilitate the transfer of images of naked women,
Yeah.
right?
That is true. Maybe
So
I
premium
was wrong on that.
Snapchats are kind of like an art gallery. Was the painting in Titanic art, or did Leo just want to make hentai also his hentai art? Good
He
question.
Well-
wasn't fucking painting anything. First off, he was drawing.
Yeah. I clearly remember he had a pencil. But yeah, I think we just went over like hentai is definitely art because it involves, you know, naked creatures and women and such. So drawings of naked women, etc.
Rule of thumb: if you can jack off to it, it's art.
That's a good rule to live by.
Is there enough art? I think there is enough.
No, I don't think there's enough art. I think, like I said earlier, we just need to keep pumping it out. Forget about the old stuff, and just keep looking. Just keep going with the new.
Well, I think we need to, you know, update the classics. You know, get that high definition paint in there. Because
Yeah.
frankly, a lot of the classics look like shit in the modern
Yeah.
era.
They've degraded with time, and with the stuff we can do with an iPhone camera now, why would we want to look at shitty old paintings? We
Yeah,
got to make
exactly.
new ones that are better.
Paper stinks. If you leave a painting out in the rain, it absorbs a bunch of water. It stinks.
Paint is filthy. It
Smells
smells
like
like
mold.
dirt. I mean, if you're an artist and you use paint instead of like pencils and crayons and shit, I'm just going to assume you're like a low-class tradesman, like a plumber or a garbage man.
Next question. Why were Roseanne artists like Leonardo da Vinci painting boring shit like the Mona Lisa instead of edgy street art like the works of Banksy? Good question.
Yeah, that is a great question. I feel like it probably has something to do with their lower mental capacity. You know, we're
Yeah.
much smarter today, and they would just paint things like, oh, I'm gonna paint the Mona Lisa. I'm gonna paint a beautiful landscape or some angels, because they didn't have the creativity yet
Well,
that we've developed.
To be honest, the Mona Lisa was kind of edgy for its time because it was drawn in an era when women could be arrested for smiling.
This is before The Sopranos.
It's true.
Yeah.
I think, but you know, if you look at the Mona Lisa now, like it's obvious to everybody, like she's not that hot.
No.
But at the time, she was the hottest woman in the world. So
Oh,
it
she
made
was a
sense.
10 out of 10.
She was a 10 out of 10. Now she's 3 out of 10, maybe.
Yeah.
She's 3 out of 10 if she lives in, like, you know, Wyoming. Which animal makes the best art?
I don't know
Feel
with this one.
One time my pit bull, he took a shit in his litter box, and it was standing up perfectly straight. And without any support, it was standing up perfectly straight. And that to me was a more powerful piece of art than anything I ever saw in the fucking Guggenheim.
I tell you what about pit bulls. I mean, like, you know, a lot of people these days are scared. They think that Wayfair or whatever is going to kidnap their kids. Hillary Clinton's eating people, Pizzagate shit. Don't worry about that. Pit bulls, they got the taste for blood. If you got a pit bull and there's a 10-year-old within a 2-block radius, that kid's not gonna turn 11. You know what I mean?
Another episode entirely.
We got to take care of this problem with pit bulls. Is crashing my car into another car in the wrong lane art? What do you think?
That's like that's like performance art, you know? It's like Marina Abramovich type deep character
Aaron
performance.
Brockovich?
Yeah. Aaron Brockovich, Marina Abramovich, same thing.
I mean, it doesn't stop there, though. You know, the EMT who revives you, that's him doing art to your body. And when the policeman handcuffs you and restrains you in your hospital bed, and the state decides what punishment you deserve, that's all art, you know? It's all an entire process of artists using their respective brushes to
What?
cause you a great deal of pain. for
What
you did.
can I say about art to get girls to like me?
I think if you say something just that's like really smart, like painting will always be the most dominant art form. Just a bold
smart?
statement, like, yeah, that sounds pretty. I mean, it sounds pretty smart.
Just
to me.
anything that's like decisive.
Just anything
Yeah,
bold, like,
take
to
a
say,
stance.
This sucks shit.
Yeah, they'll assume you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Has anybody made good art with the fucking little magnetic shavings? The guy you can give a mustache and shit. You know what I mean? Remember that?
No, they all look pretty bad. People draw like
It's
Hitler with
children's-
that and then just
children's
throw it in
art.
the trash.
Okay. Well, never mind. I didn't do that either. Next question. I also think it's stupid. What kind of art? No, we're not gonna. Don't say any shit about Tom.
That's a terrorist attack.
He's
That's not art.
dead to us, and soon he'll be dead to the world.
Stupid.
Next
Stupid.
question, please. Don't waste our fucking time. Isn't the human being technically considered art because it formed from a creative process, quote unquote? Jordan, what do you think?
Yeah, if we're going in the same vein as you know, crashing your car into another car being like a performance that continues for the rest of your life, in that way we were all born from the creative process, and our entire lives are art, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, like, you know, semen going inside of a person's body, traveling up the person's tube or tunnel or whatever you call it.
Tube. Is that what you call a vagina? A tube?
You got tubes of paint. I'm just trying to use art terms here
Okay.
to make the metaphor solid.
You've been inhaling too many of these fucking fumes.
Next question. Picture a dog wandering into a yard. Suddenly it attacks a 1989 Geo Metro, pulling off the tires with its teeth, doing a backflip and kicking out the windshield, pouring gasoline with a jerry can in its mouth, and then knocking over a scented candle into the puddle of gasoline. The Geo Metro explodes. Is this art?
That's a one-word response. That's a yes.
Perfect. Next question.
I think jerry can is a racial term.
Can TruthBot appreciate art?
It is beautiful.
Okay.
No.
I'm asking about TruthBot shit. Nobody gives a fuck about TruthBot.
No.
This isn't the fucking TruthBot show. You know, you can go online, you can download TruthBot's brain, and ask him all the perverted questions you want in the privacy of your bedroom.
If you
don't
got
have to bring it onto the fucking show every
If you
day.
got 5 megabytes of free space, you can download TruthBot's brain and run him on your hard drive and keep him trapped in your computer for
That's
all
right,
time.
in real time.
Affirmative.
Is art okay to do if you're ugly?
All I'm gonna say in response to that is, have you ever seen an ugly person making art?
No, I have not.
I don't think I've seen anybody making art. Next question. Is art an elaborate hoax to distribute wealth from dumb rich people to alcoholics?
It's more. I wouldn't say alcoholics. It's we're all getting wealth from art. You know, it's a very equalizing, redistributing the wealth system. You know, we're all getting, like I said earlier in the presentation, it's like a perfect pyramid
these
scheme.
questions they didn't necessarily see your presentation before they were sent
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Can we get see, artist isn't a job, it's a hobby for girls. Real men do jobs like coal mining and astronauts. Girls can do art before they're married, but once they have a husband, it's time to grow up. Summer, are you single? I guess summer is kind of like a nom de plume, which is short for Jordan River Pickett.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm married to my art.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Well, listen up, writer. I'm single.
Kind of
I'm the single most married man to my wife you can see. On the
That's
fucking
beautiful.
planet. That's right.
I've been divorced since the day I was born. Okay, here's a good one. I think this is the last question, right, TruthBot? TruthBot, whatever your fucking name.
Yes.
Yeah.
TruthBot, Dril, Summer, not Tom. What is your favorite piece of art? Let's go in that order. TruthBot, you want to take a crack at this?
No.
No?
No?
I do not
No.
understand.
Okay, so to the earlier question when it said, can you appreciate art? The answer was no, you can't. See, you fucking tried to lie to us and it didn't work because you're simple. You have 1 IQ point.
I am very sorry.
You should be. What was the next person in that lineup? Was it Dril?
You don't know my favorite piece of art?
Can you
The
stop?
Grand
Can you
Old
stop with that?
Opry. Oh boy.
Can you stop with that? You're freaking me the fuck out. You can't be inhaling shit on the show.
What? You don't
We
like
explicitly said in the contract
You
you
don't
cannot
like
be
it?
inhaling shit. No, it's fucking demented.
it? I think it's nice.
Whoever heard of a troubled artist?
I think I'd love to see this shit happen in real
The
life.
classic trouble
What do you
artist.
think, audience? What do you think?
They're not. You can't see them. Press 555. My favorite art is.
Improve this piece right here. I'll make it better. It look a lot like a
Do not remix my painting. My favorite art piece, I think just, whatever factory makes t-shirts or whatever. I'm wearing a t-shirt right now. They have pictures on them.
T-shirts are great art.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they don't cost very much. They, you know, they're more useful. You can put them on your body, and then once they start to get kind of yellow pit stains, you just throw them away. It's not really a big deal.
Burn them.
Burn them, yeah, whatever. And Jordan, do you have a favorite art piece?
I'm gonna have to go with stick with the classics. The most famous, beautiful, valued painting in the world, the Mona Lisa, obviously.
What do you think of that?
Can we look at what he's done?
Wow. Oh no.
Look at
that's worth nothing now. He's completely degraded it.
It's worth nothing. It's fucking
a
ruined.
Statement.
If you go to the White House with that, they're gonna laugh at you.
Yeah.
They're not even gonna give me $250,000. They're just gonna turn me away.
Yeah, I feel like Dril owes you $250,000 now because of what he just did.
Oh well, talk to my lawyer, bitch.
Dril.
What? What's your problem?
Dril.
What's your problem?
Is this art?
Is what art? What's this motherfucker talking about?
Oh
Jesus
no!
Christ.
Oh no!
Oh, get that fuck off the screen!
That's
Get that shit off of there!
That's a painting of a